Welcome to another episode of The Mind's Eye with Mike Lowry. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in. I really do appreciate the support. I got another good one for you today. I really wanted to talk to you guys about women and their fierceness. I've had multiple conversations with other people, and it just blows my mind that some people really think that women are incapable of doing certain things. All right, so let's get to it. So I've had multiple conversations that led to this topic. This topic is going to be based on like the ability of what a woman can do. I know the narrative has always been that, men are more capable to lead, men are more capable of dictating this and that. And there's proven situations where women have done just that. They've led situations that led to success. They have been nominated. They have been promoted. They have been in good standings with the best of us. But there's a narrative that's been created that, sometimes women aren't capable. For the simple fact that some of you voted for Trump just because he's a man, and that's it, which does a disservice to the American people in itself, because regardless of what that person looks like or does, or if it's a man or a woman, who's right for the job is who's right for the job. It shouldn't matter who's a man or a woman. So with that being said, back in 2008, there was a word that was created for these fearless women. The word was called SHERO. Let me read the definition to you. So the definition says a woman admitted or idolized for the courage, outstanding achievements, or noble qualities, a heroine. So we can name a numerous of women that have been heroines in our country, even in our lifetime, that we can speak to. So I just think it's crazy to think that women don't have the ability. And so it's funny, I was having a conversation with someone recently, and he was like, with this whole DEI thing, is based on the fact that are we just lowering the qualities or the standards for people, given the fact that there might be women or there might be, other people that would be different, if you will. And so the analogy he gave was, what if the requirements were to do 50 push-ups, right? And so all the men could do 50 push-ups, and they lowered the requirement for women to do 35 push-ups. He was like, wouldn't you agree that's kind of like what DEI is? It's kind of lowering the standard. I said, what you fail to realize is that just because you think the majority of a particular thing or race can't do something, that does not mean that there are not women out there that can do 50 push-ups. What the narrative has created is because something that may not look like you don't have the capability just because a few can. That doesn't mean all can. So when you say we're looking for the best of the best, then, there isn't to say that there aren't women out there that give you the best of the best, that don't need a setback or a situation that may be less than or what have you to lower the standard for her. Maybe she got everything that she needs. And I think that a lot of times we just think because she might be a woman, it's no way that she can get this done. But let me show you a few examples where she has. Okay, so what I like to do, I like to break down like some scripture references as well as things that we may see today, and things that we also seen like in our past. And so I like to do that because you can see the consistency. So let's start with Deborah, right? Deborah was a prophet in the Bible. Like she led over 10,000 men to war, and through God's strength. And so with that being said, I was having a conversation with someone else, and they were like, wow, she only led 10,000 men, so there's no way she could lead a country. And I was like, why wouldn't you take the perspective that she only needed 10,000 men to conquer and succeed in what it is that she was trying to do? Why is it that she only did this versus she only needed this? At that time, she was the only judge in Israel. All right, so let's move along. Jasmine Crockett. I know some of you may know her, some of you may not know her. She is a powerhouse. She speaks her mind. She is well educated. I salute everything that she's doing and that she doesn't back down from anybody. She's a U.S. Senate from Texas, 30th Congressional District, was a public defender for Bowie County, Delta Sigma Theta sorority, Bachelor of Arts in Business Administration in '03 at Rose College. She also received a doctorate at the University of Houston Law Center. That same year, she passed the bar exam. Just Google Jasmine Crockett. That's where you can find more details about her. So let's go back to the scripture. All right, so we have a lady by the name of Abigail. Abigail pled for mercy because she prevented mercy. A peacemaker, provided food, prevented a bloodshed. She prevented a war from happening. She literally saved lives. We can learn to be humble, generous, and godly in the face of adversity from Abigail, speaking boldly in the need of redemption. And you can find that for reference in 1 Samuel 25. All right, moving right along. So let's talk about Major Charity Adams. She served as the highest ranking Black woman officer during the World War II. This is like the 1942 time frame for those that, maybe forget or don't know. Led the only battalion of Black women ever to serve overseas. Led the 688th Central Postal Directory Battalion with all Black women. That's got to be an amazing achievement. I can only imagine what it was like during that time, given the fact that the racial disparities, the race, just being less than, not only because of your race, but because you're a woman and you're another race. So I can only imagine what she went through and still was able to accomplish what she was able to accomplish. And given the smile that she put on other people's faces, turned the mental health and the peace that people had around. And a Black woman did that. And that's something that we should be grateful for. As much as I can take the time and be here, all night, I can include all the historians, all the women that have done great things, whether they may be worldwide, big or small. Women are capable. And so I wanted to point out these few women that were a part of the exploration, the space exploration through mathematics. And those women are Katherine Johnson, Dorothy Vaughan, Mary Jackson, Annie Easley, and Eleanor Dolly Jones. And these women were also known as the computers of skirts. And then also too, imagine that time frame in which they were given an opportunity, and they were obviously women of color, and they were also women. And somebody gave them an opportunity to believe and have faith and just say, hey, let's use their help, see what they can do. And they came up with what was necessary for that project. And I just want to encourage everybody to really focus on what the whole DEI thing is. The DEI thing wasn't to lower the standard necessarily for people to have an opportunity. It was for people that were qualified, for people that did have the ability, just have a shot, just have an opportunity to show their abilities, to show their God-given talent. And I think that for so long, that's been taken away. It's been used for like homosexuality. It's been used for race. And it was really designed for initially white women. And so there are a lot of people that over the years start to benefit from it. And I don't want to get away from, we do believe that the right person is right for the job. But I just wanted to highlight some women out here and let you know that there are capable women that are right for the job. And so when someone tells me they only voted for Trump just because he's a man, then you're doing our country a disservice. And there's proven statistical people, women, Black women, white women, women of color that have done historical things that show you that they can be trusted, that they are capable, and that they can do things that will require getting the job done. So I just want to encourage everybody to just be open-minded to possibility of what success looks like, even if it doesn't necessarily look like you, and especially if it's a woman. And what I mean by that is, don't think that she can't do the job just because she's a woman. And during this Black History Month, I just want to give a shout out to my Black women. We appreciate you. Peace. Well, that concludes another episode of The Mind's Eye with Mike Lowry. Guys, thank you so much. In support of Black History Month, I just wanted to shout out to the women. We appreciate y'all, and I do believe that y'all are capable. So stay tuned for more. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. The hoodies, the Mind's Eye hoodies on the website. Let's stay tuned, stay locked in as we do this journey together. Peace.